I created that document. It's a lead magnet, the 500 tasks to delegate to a virtual assistant, and people say they love it. But the irony with that is overwhelmed people are delegating 500 tasks to delegate. I mean, it's just a marketing a thing that I'm doing with that, really. That's actually quite a horrible place, because it just gives you so many ideas that you can't really compute, or you're like, oh, I'm not even doing that in my business, I need to start that thing. But it's really about your day and protecting your day and being really realistic about what your day looks like. And it will always be about protecting your day. Like you might delegate to a VA and you really go for it, and that person is, up and running for you 8 hours a day, and your day has mysteriously refilled with all this other stuff, because that's what happens to business founders. And then you need to sit down with your day again and say, what does my day look like now? This person's 8 hours a day. Who should my next hire be? What's sucking up my time right now? And you need to do it continuously until it's literally like, there is nothing I could possibly give away like anymore, and that could be to an extreme, depending on what kind of person you are and what you really want. It's a continuous ongoing challenge. Protect my day. What does my day look like? What does my week look like? In case there's a variation between Monday and Wednesday, you could actually delegate half the stuff you do on Wednesday. And you always should be revisiting that back and back, like going back to it. Protect my day. What does my day look like now? What does it look like now? Some of you are in a point where you're like, well, I'm doing 3 hours of admin, so that wouldn't be hard to delegate if that person was smart and switched on, and I felt there was trust, and I trained them in the right way. It would be pretty straightforward. But be careful. It's a creative temperament thing that I learned. It would not be smart for me, when I'm really busy, to hire someone to launch something that I have to supervise and oversee, because it's an extra thing on my day. I'm not protecting my day, I'm adding to it. So you've got to kind of challenge yourself a little bit and just be very aware of that space and that time, because it will all boils down to it. There's a tool that I really love, because I have some distraction problems sometimes, and it's called Focus Mates. I don't know if you've come across this. I'm not affiliated to them. You can have 3 sessions a month or a week or something for free, and then it's $5 a month. So very, very cheap to have unlimited sessions. And the way it works is, you go online and you say, for example, between 9 and 10 a.m., I'm going to work on designing and improving my coaching program for me, just something, I want to be working on. And then from 10 till 11 a.m., I'm going to work on financials, because, I'm just working on improving our systems and the way we reconcile things and stuff like that. Now, I enjoy the coaching. Financials, not so fun for me. I can do it. I've got the skills. I just don't have the love. So that's always where you talked about something goes in your calendar and you end up doing something else. And it's like, well, I can design this wonderful calendar, but I don't even follow it. And creatives have got a bit of a temperament that they're funny with that as well. Focus Mates is great because it matches you with somebody else, and you say at the beginning, we're going to work together and I'm going to achieve this in the next 45 minutes. You have them on camera, you work on the thing. At the end of the session, you don't talk to them apart from that. At the end of the session, you say, did you get that thing done? And they've got a lot of the things around the psychology of it, but actually just committing to somebody. And of course, it's a bit embarrassing to say, actually, I got distracted and worked on something else. So you could Focus Mate out your whole day, but it would probably be a bit intense. But you could spend 3-4 hours online with that person, just saying, this is what I'm accountable for in the next 45 minutes. And they have got all kinds of time zones, so you won't struggle to match with somebody. I love their software. I think it's really clever. Really brilliant. And if you want to focus and you're a procrastinator, book it in and tell that person, I'm going to be working on this, and then tell them how it went. And you might find that an interesting tool if you have anything going on there that you want to address. And it's another way of measuring your time as well, because if you design a Focus Mates day and follow it, you can again see what you did during the day. So kind of interesting. And it really makes you aware of how long you're working on things. If I'm just using a time tracker and I'm not using something like Focus Mates, I because of my distraction problems, I'll set a timer on my phone every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes. If it goes off, I'm like, am I still working on what I said I was going to work on, or did I change direction? Because I know I have a tendency to do that. If I've changed direction, I'm like, right, okay, let's just bring the concentration back. Let's just make sure that I'm doing what I said I would do.